Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been sheer dominance in the post by him so far, just tearing them up when he gets inside.
And getting it to him is the only hard part. Once he has it, he's automatic.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Terry in the backcourt. It's Walker and Henderson. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul kicks to Reddick. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And taken away by Paul. For the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play.
You know, there had been talk of the Clippers trading DeAndre Jordan for Kevin Garnett 2 summers ago. The Clippers have to be happy they didn't make that trade. Sometimes the best trades are the ones that aren't made. KG's still getting it done, but Jordan is going to be their center for a long time.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jefferson throws it down hard.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right, a terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch. And Jordan last season, 2nd in the league in total blocks, becoming more vocal defensively, and I thought improved his positioning and recognition as well.
That is good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
And Jefferson throws it down. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Jordan with it. Jefferson picks him up. Tries again. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Clippers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Walker against Paul. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Outside, Walker. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Jefferson. Misses the layup. Clippers trail by 3. And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Clippers, Chris Douglas Roberts checked in for Barnes. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Farmo in for Chris Paul. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biombo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Cody Zeller. Gary Neal's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. Williams kicks to Henderson. They set the pick. And Roberts kicks to Williams. There's Neal with the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Henderson pulls it in. Henderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Well, Chris Douglas Roberts had bounced around since being drafted 40th back in the 08 draft, playing for different teams, time in the D-League in Italy, but picked up by the Bobcats last season. He played consistent minutes and really contributed.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hairston's checked in. Crawford missing again. Roberts passes to Neal. He dishes it to Roberts. Picked by Williams. Over to the left wing. Here's Roberts. Averaging 6 points per contest. Here's Biyombo. And they will call over the back on the play.
Now that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Griffin. Checked in for the Clippers. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game and he still hasn't registered a single point.
The Hornets have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. And he sinks the second. Now Douglas Roberts. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Crawford drives in. Takes a three. Biyombo with the ball. But he gets it back. Clippers with the ball. 6-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. And it's Barnes in the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Chris Paul breaking Magic Johnson's record last season with 13 double-doubles to start the season. That's points and assists we're talking about. You know, anytime you're mentioned in the same breath as a Hall of Famer, that's a pretty good thing.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for the Hornets. Redick, a good look. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Charlotte leading by 3. And Chris Paul finishing last season as the NBA's leader in assists per game. His 3rd time achieving that mark.
Yeah, and he's been in the top 5 in that category pretty much since he came into the league. You won't find any better than Chris Paul as a point guard.
Shot clock at 2. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Redick dishes to Griffin. Banked in off the glass.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Williams, a screen on Paul. The kick out to Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, how exciting is it, guys, to see him go hard to the basket like that? I love it.
It's always fun to see, and it's one of the sights you can count on when he's out there, for sure.
Yeah, but you've got to try to do more to slow him down. You can't play him so soft near the hoop.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Williams. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Now here's Paul. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. Paul kicks to Jordan. Back to Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
Big time bucket inside. He had to get that one over the top, and he did.
And in the face of a defender who was towering over him, too.
Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Zeller passes to Jefferson. Kicks it to Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Walker with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Jordan dishes the ball. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. That's 10 points for Chris Paul.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Now here's Walker. There's the pick. Henderson. Second shot opportunity. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that. Al Jefferson doing all sorts of things. He has 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless. Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
And stolen by Reddick. Drops in the breakaway layup. Reddick's got 4 this quarter. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities and scoring some easy baskets.
Barnes can't get it to go. Hornets have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they've got the clock stopped.
Well, despite tying things up, he's still shaking his head, knowing he could have given them the lead.
Griffin is green on Walker. Ball kicks to Griffin. Stolen by Henderson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Griffin with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Big call, Kevin. He just didn't get there quick enough, and that's a tough break.
Walker the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 1. Barnes with it. Griffin goes in.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
And that one's good by Henderson. Los Angeles calls timeout. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Henderson. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Gary Neal is out there.